Hello everyone, this is Akang Suman here. Now we are going to start the next topic, that is minimum number of teeth required on the pinion in order to avoid interference in involute rake and pinion arrangement. This is rake, that is not rope. First we need to understand what is rake and pinion. However, I already told you rake and pinion, but again I can see here. We all know that the small size circle, in a circle we can see there is a, this is basically a pinion. Okay, I am just drawing the diagram here. This is the base circle of the pinion. Okay, so there is arrangement rake and pinion, and we know that rake is the infinite radius circle. And how can we draw the, this is base circle of the pinion, and what will be the pitch circle for the pinion? It would be somewhere here. Okay, now I am going to draw the pitch circle for the rake. See here, this is the pitch circle for the rake. It should not be the, so this is the pitch circle for the rake. I'm going to write here pitch circle for the rake. And how can we draw the addendum circle for the rake? See, we are talking about the minimum number of teeth in order to avoid interference. So we will consider safety points, that means interference point. And we all know that if the line of action is passing through the pitch point and it is tangent to the base circle, this is line of action. Okay, and this would be the, here it would be common tangent, so it would be the angle that is phi. Okay, and here I am just drawing the center of rotation for the pinion, that is O2, and the center of rake would be at infinity, yes or no? It would be at, because a straight line is infinite radius circle. Okay, now we are going to draw the addendum circle for the rake, and we are talking about the interference point, that is I am considering this is n. So the uh, addendum would be passing through that point, yes or no? This would be passing through that point. So this is the addendum circle for the rake. Okay, addendum circle means infinite radius circle, because this is a straight line. Now see here, this is the radius of the pinion, this is a pinion, and if I draw the perpendicular, to that, that would become phi, that is phi. If this is phi, this is 90, this is 90 minus phi. If this is 90 minus phi, that would be phi, yes or no? That would be phi. And we all know that addendum is what? Addendum is the distance between the radius of the addendum circle and the pitch circle. So I am just writing here that addendum, we all know addendum is what? Addendum is that difference between the addendum circle for the rake and the pitch circle for the rake. So that is that. And this is what? If this is r, this is r cos phi, that would be r sin phi, yes or no? This would be r sin phi. Okay, if this line, this is p, pitch point, if pn is a r sin phi, what would be this length? This is r sin phi, yes or no? So addendum is what? You can see here, if I write here that sin theta, sin phi would be equal to what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And what is perpendicular? Perpendicular is that for that triangle I want to calculate the sin theta value. Sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and perpendicular is addendum basically, and hypotenuse is what? R sin phi. And we all know that the addendum is equal to module into fractional addendum for rake. we are calculating for rake. So that is r sine phi, and here we can write down the value of r, that is m a r upon m t by 2. We are talking about the minimum number of teeth, m t by 2 multiply sine phi. Okay, so m to m will cancel out, and you finally you will get the t minimum. When you simplify this, you will get t minimum, that is 2 ar upon sine square phi, sine square phi. Okay, so that is the minimum number of teeth on the rake in order to avoid the interference. Just learn that formula directly. If in the question it is given that full depth involute, what would you do? Full depth involute. In case of full depth involute, we all know that AR means frictional addendum for rake is equal to 1. AR is equal to 1. So finally, in case of full depth involute, T minimum would be 2 upon sine square phi. Okay, that would be the minimum number of teeth on the rake in order to avoid interference when there is a full depth involute. Okay, so we have calculated the minimum number of teeth required on the pinion in order to avoid interference in the involute rake and pinion arrangement. Okay, now I am just telling you the important thing. You can write down it as note, because this is an important this is important for not making a mistake in the question. Because in the number of questions they will give you the same addendum for pinion and the gear. Generally, say there is a same addendum, it is the same addendum is given in the question. Okay, if there is a different addendum, there will be a different process for finding out the minimum number of teeth. So we will see both the cases. In case first, when the gear and the pinion having the same addendum, if gear and pinion is having the same addendum, if there is the same addendum for gear and the pinion, and for example, if in the question it is given that pinion and the gear is having the same addendum, okay, and find out the minimum number of teeth on pinion in order to avoid interference. So what will you do? If you don't know the concept, you will directly apply the formula for finding out the minimum number of teeth, and you will get the wrong answer. So remember one thing, if it is given in the question that the gear and the pinion are having the same addendum, first you have to save the gear. First, gear must be saved. Gear must be saved. Gear must be saved. That means you have to find out the. However, in the question it is asking that find out the minimum number of teeth on the pinion. But first you have to save the gear. And how can you save the gear? Find out the minimum number of teeth on the gear in order to avoid interference. And how can you calculate? That is 2ag upon under root of 1 plus 1 upon g, 1 upon g plus 2, 1 upon g plus 2 sine square phi minus 1. Yes or no? Then pinion become automatically safe. Pinion become safe automatically. Automatically means you just have to find out the T minimum for pinion just using the formula of gear ratio. Okay, we all know gear ratio is the capital T upon small t. Okay, so here you can find out the minimum number of teeth on the pinion. This is the procedure how you will calculate the pinion minimum number of teeth on the pinion in order to avoid interference when there is a same addendum for gear as well as pinion. Okay, If you directly put the value of small t minimum, that is pinion teeth, then you will get the wrong answer. You have to save the gear, then you have to use this equation for finding out the minimum number of teeth on the pinion. Now what will happen when gear and pinion are having the different addendum? So in the second case, if gear and the pinion, having different addendum, if it is having different addendum, then you have to calculate both t minimum. That means t minimum for gear, that is 2ag upon, you just have to learn the formula, write down it again and again, 1 upon g and 1 upon g plus 2. That is the simplest way to learn the formula. Write down it again and again when you face this, minus 1. And then you have to calculate the small t minimum, that means t minimum for pinion, that is 2ap 1 plus g plus 2 sin square 5 minus 1. Okay, as you will calculate the t minimum for gear and the pinion, then the third condition, that is t minimum upon t minimum for pinion, all three conditions must be satisfied. All three conditions must be satisfied. Must be satisfied means if gear ratio value comes out to be in fraction, if gear ratio value comes out to be 7 like that, 35.2, you just have to rearrange the t minimum for gear and the pinion in order to get the integer value for gear ratio. Okay, gear ratio value should be integer. That is what it means, that all three conditions must be satisfied. Okay, now it is a procedure how you will solve the questions based on the minimum number of teeth. Remember this, otherwise you will get the wrong answer if you don't follow this procedure. Okay, the condition, first you have to check the gear and the pinion are having same addendum or different addendum. Okay, and do the procedure according to them. I hope you are going to understand this topic. We will do some questions on the minimum number of teeth so that it would be more precisely you are able to understand how you will solve the questions in the exam.